These people are going like so hard at what they're doing. And I'm sitting here like, bro, my shit is good too, but like the way that they're going at it is ridiculous. Like Jamila's Benitez Smith, like I look to these people for some information, you know what I mean? Like this girl is a porn star. So I have to like get some inspiration from like what she's doing. So what I noticed is that like you know how you can put music on one thing and you can't put music on the other. So she has a TikTok, she has an Instagram, you know, she has all those socials, but she's doing different things for like both of them because you can only put certain sounds on this one and put certain sounds on that one, and she's dancing and she's doing podcasts and all that. And I'm sitting here like I'm going to be doing the same thing, but I'm not going to be going all out like that. Like no, am I going to be doing interviews? Hell no, I don't want to do interviews. Like if you hear my stuff now, if you're like what what would aBRAM want to do? Just know that I don't want to do interview. If you catch me in an interview, that means that guy was being an asshole and they found some way to do it. But like we're sitting here, we're doing like real life stuff here. You know what I mean? Like, oh my gosh, she has a website, right? And the website only advertises OnlyFans, like nothing else. And she pays for this website, but I'm sure this website is like $1 a month. You know what I mean? Really simple, really elegant. I'm I'm wondering if oh no, I already thought through that. So I was wondering if I should do just one or the other. Like should I only do Patreon and nothing else? But everything else kind of helps out with the self-esteem for right now because I have like no self-esteem. Like nobody is really commenting on my stuff. Like I got two comments and one guy said my voice was really nice and I was like, wow, that was so nice. That was the nicest thing you ever said. This other guy was like, I think you're overthinking it because I had this one video where I was talking about selling cars is like selling weed. He's like, I think you're overthinking it. And I was like, no, bro, I'm not overthinking it. So I was wondering, like, what should I do? Should I comment back at these people? And, you know, if you worked at Uber, uh, what they do at Uber is that you can like, you can thank people for your tips. So what I did at Uber at the end of the day, I would check my account and then I would see all the tips that came in. And it says, would you like to thank your customer for the tip? And you can, you know, very quickly click down the list and just be like, yes, 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 yes. I feel like it is a necessary step to do. Like, don't think that you're doing the wrong thing. Believe that commenting is the wrong thing to do. Like, you shouldn't be commenting back on what people are saying. You'll do that in the beginning, but then you'll see how hard that is because you have to think on the spot for everything. You know, you have to think of a new thought process while you have your own thought process that you need to go through. Like you need to think about the next video, you need to think about the next recording. So if you're constantly commenting back at people for nothing, you know, OnlyFans is a little bit different. Like messages, you can make them pay money for it. So like it's a little bit different. So you're like, okay, I can send a message out. I haven't gotten to that point yet because I haven't been in that position yet. But I know that there you can charge them for an answer. So like they'll message you and then when you send a message back, you can put a fee on it. And that's what I'm going to do. Eventually, I want to get paid for everything that I do. Everything. Because I've noticed that, like, if you don't get paid for everything that you do, you'll very quickly find yourself on the streets. Like the streets are very real. It's a very real place. Um, I've only slept in the streets once, and that was enough for me. It wasn't too bad. Like I didn't go. It wasn't too bad. What am I talking about, bro? I was sleeping on the street. Like it was bad, bro. It was real bad. But luckily I didn't stay there. Like it was just for one night. And I told May about it. And because me and May got into an argument, we're constantly getting into arguments nowadays. Like this is what we do, bro. Like she always has to be right. And I can never explain myself well. But we were we were having a conversation about something, and I was just like, she was like, were you ever homeless? And I was like, no, I haven't been homeless, but I don't need to be homeless to say that I'm homeless. Like I don't need to get there already to say that I'm there. You know what I mean? It's just like, if right now I'm disabled, I'm getting disability, I only get $1,100 a month. 1,170, but I say $1,100. I should round it up to 1,200. So I get $1,200 a month, um, and I can't drive, and I can't work. So right now I'm homeless. Like there's no need to take that extra step to go out on the street to be like, oh yeah, now I'm homeless. No, no. Like you don't need to be there to say that. You can feel it. You can feel it. You can know it. If my sister wasn't a doctor and my other sister wasn't a teacher, we would be very, very tight right now. If my parents didn't own a business, I would be in big trouble. But luckily, they all have that going for them. So I am just left to focus on myself, and I don't have to focus on anybody else. Like I almost had a kid twice with the same girl, and I am so lucky that she went with my wishes. Like the first time I was like, no, we can't have it. Like my parents would kill me. The second time, I was just in deep shit. Like I was so in debt and I couldn't pay for the abortion. And then she was like, all right, I'll ask my grandma. Like, I don't know what this girl was doing. She didn't have $50 to her name. I don't understand. Like, where you can't get $50? And she asked her grandma, and her grandma figured it out. She was like, you got an abortion, didn't you? That's what you needed the money for. And like, I like to keep my shit secret. Like the first abortion, I thought that nobody knew. I didn't say anything to my friends or anything. I didn't hint it at all. And even the second abortion, I didn't really say anything, but it got brought up in my friends group because me and Randy had sex, and then I blocked her for like, I don't know how long I blocked her for because I was trying to text her and she wasn't answering. Now, there's a couple of reasons that could have been happening. One, her phone was off. Her phone typically goes off all the time because she can't pay the bill. Like her family is pretty poor, and her dad lets the bill go all the time. So there was that reason, but she also has Wi-Fi. She's using an iPhone, but I always use Android, so she couldn't text me. That's one reason. But when we were good, like when we were doing good and everything, she would text me from her friend's phone or somebody else's phone. She would be like, "Hey, how you doing? My phone's off. Like, I'm texting from here. This is Nicole's phone." I would get that. So she wasn't doing that at all. And so I blocked her. I think it was like 2 weeks. So like she wasn't answering me. She wasn't answering my texts. And I was just like, what is this? This is a back and forth thing with this girl. She comes in, she has sex with me, and then she leaves and says nothing. So that happened. or she could have been cheating. And I think that it was the second, it was the latter. She was she could have been cheating, or she was just really done with me. But we were really done with each other. You know what I mean? Sorry, I'm getting a little nervous. I feel like my sister is listening in on me. But let me continue on. So the second abortion, it's like she didn't have a job. She couldn't save money. Her sister always used her money. Nicole always used her money, and she didn't have any money for herself. Um, I'm pretty sure she had a job because I don't know, bro. She had to have had a job. If she didn't have a job, then I understand, but I think that that would have been crazy if she didn't have a job. Like I left her in good hands. But the second abortion, she had to ask her grandma for $50. Her grandma found out and she was texting me while the abortion was happening. She was like, I was like, why don't you come here? Because I had my apartment. And she was like, no, I'll stay at my friend's house. She was in New Brunswick. I was in New Brunswick. She's like, no, I'm at my friend's house. He's taking care of me. I'm doing fine. And then after that, after the abortion, I heard nothing from her. No messages, nothing. Just silence. And I was just like, here we go again, like this bitch. But I generally didn't have a problem. I'm very happy that she went through with it and didn't force me into a relationship with her. So I am going to be looking into getting a vasectomy. So I've been looking into that. And yeah, I've been updating for the past. Now that I know that I could upload unlimited uploads to Spotify, this is what I'm going to be doing. Like, hopefully, you guys are listening and you enjoy this because I love talking. It's pretty fun. I write a lot too, but talking out my ideas and whatnot really helps me out. So that's what I'm doing this mostly for. Um, and I'm going to keep an eye on my videos and hope for the positivity that comes with it. Hopefully, I get to my goal of becoming famous. It's going to be an awesome ride.